Lawful rebellion, common laws. The Law Society is basically enslaving everybody through a body of words. They've got their own language called 𝕮𝖒𝖒𝖔𝖓, where they put all their words. It sounds like English, but it's not. It's their language. It's a deception. So when you're interacting with the constables and they say to you, what is your name? And you say to them, I'm Joe Bloggs, date of birth, and give them a signature, you're contracting with them. It's all about contract law and consent. A statute is legally defined as a legislated rule of society given the force of law by the consent of the governed. Who's the governed?
Us lot.
We are. Who's the governed? We are. Who's the governed? We are.
Us lot.
We are. So if we don't consent to a statute or an act, how does that rule apply to you?
It doesn't.
It can't. Then it's a trick game, a play of words, and how they treat you in court. Games are played on a court, like tennis, where things go backwards and forwards. And that's how it is in a courtroom. They want you to foul your service. And when they serve to you with a question, like, what is your name? Then it's down to you to answer, like, what is your name? Have you been to a courtroom? When they said to you, what is your first name? You said?
Aaron.
Aaron. And what is your surname?
Bell.
And what is your date of birth?
1887.
Would you believe me if I told you right now that you've just lied to me 3 times? The name on the birth certificate is registered. The legal definition of register, which is once again in Black's Law dictionaries, is transfer of title ownership. Anything that you register in law, you've transferred the ownership of. So when you submit an application of registration, is the form, you're begging, submit. Application means to beg and to know what you're begging for, and registration, transfer of title ownership, so you beg to give up ownership. Anybody here own a car? Have you registered the car? The legal definition of register is transfer of title ownership. Sure you own the car? They send you a form, the V5 document. It says you're the registered what at the top? Keeper. You've signed to give your car away to the DVLA. They now own it. They send you back a form saying you're the registered keeper. Then you're liable because you've signed this form. You have to pay them tax for using their car, and you have to follow all the rules of the Road Traffic Act. Otherwise they'll take your toy off you because you've been a naughty child. Is there a law of the road? No. There's no law of the road. It's the Road Traffic Act. It's an act of law. Acts of law come from statute. A statute is legally defined as a legislated rule of society. It's just a rule and it's not law. A society is defined as a group of people joined by mutual consent. So this society that they talk of, that the rules are bound to, is the Law Society. Has anybody consented to be part of the Law Society that they know about?
No.
No. No. So how can they apply these rules to you? What they do is they dress human beings, actual live sentient beings, up in high-vis jackets, and they give them an illusionary authority and a lot of Masonic symbolism. And that's what they're doing. They're working for the Crown. And the Crown is also a registered corporation, trading for profit. They're also trading as another name, the City of London. The City of London is the Crown. They're both registered corporations, trading as each other. The United Kingdom is not a collective of countries. It's a corporation trading for profit. Basically, the Crown is the banking district. So when they're enforcing the statutes and acts, they're enforcing them for the banks. If they were honouring their oath, which is to protect people, keep our rights intact, and uphold the law of the land, not statutes and acts. They are only there for commerce. We've all been lied to, and it is a deception. And when people do find out that they've been lied to all their life, it can hurt.